So it is Sunday, the 26th of May, Memorial Day weekend, 2024. Somehow it seemed like just saying that was going to be profound or something, but no, it's another Sunday. A bunch of people have off Monday, and a bunch of people don't really give a damn why they have off. It's just kind of a thing for them. I'm kind of one of those people. Kind of feel a little bit bad about it. Kind of don't. I don't know. Kind of. Yeah. Okay, so you might notice that I am not driving the same route as I usually use when I'm making one of these, because I am not taking my kid to school at the moment or picking him up, because his last day of school was Friday. So yeah, week after next we'll have swimming lessons for him and stuff like that. Yeah, mostly next week is going to be kind of open, so we'll take it, we'll just see what happens. Tomorrow, possibly a pool party that we've kind of been invited to, and I'm still heading solo to the Uriah Heep / Saxon concert in Cedar Park. I don't know, not as easy as you might think to get people to join you for a show. I will say this time I didn't have an extra ticket to give away, but I don't think that's really what the issue is, because when I did have extra tickets, people that were interested always had excuses, and people that had time weren't interested. So, whatever. I will probably have a good time, because I've been listening to the band. They put out good stuff recently. They put out good stuff back in the 80s. As far as I know, they put on a good show. I mean, they're old, but they ain't Keith Richards. Keith Richards. Yeah, Keith Richards ain't Keith Richards anymore, if you know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, there's, just to repeat, there's video out there showing Keith Richards basically pantomiming, lip-syncing his guitar part, so to speak. Holding a guitar, acting like he's playing it, obviously not playing it if you're close enough to see what he's doing. You should not be on stage anymore, Mick. Pull him off stage. Maybe say you're done with the Stones. You had a solo career, you want to keep going, maybe call it a solo career. I mean, come on. It was painful to see that. There wasn't very much in the video, but it was painful. And I don't think it was a temporary thing of, hey, Keith is having trouble right now. I think Keith is really having trouble right now, and this isn't like a temporary thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, the Stones. If I wanted to diss on Keith and Mick, I could come up with better stuff than the fact that they're too fucking old. But at this point, they're too fucking old, okay? And if they're too old, then fucking Biden's, but so is Trump. So I'm not going there. I don't feel like going there right now. And by there, I mean politics, anything about politics. I'd normally say that for later in the week anyways. I will still do it for, recordings to be published on Wednesday. Let's just put it that way. But this isn't one of those. So that's the closest you're going to get to hearing me talk about that. It just is. I'm sorry. Yes, we have a homeless population. Fuck. that's kind of cool. I just whipped out $1 for said homeless person. I'm not going to make a scene about it by zeroing in a camera. And as soon as I did that, 2 other cars did the same thing. So, hey, cool. Oh, that looks like it might even be a 5 or 10. Good, good. You see what I'm talking about. Anyways, I was going to apologize for not giving her more than $1, but, you know, hey, it inspired 2 other people to give, so, you know, that's cool, right? I mean, having a homeless population anywhere, that part sucks, but, yeah. Just came out from Top Notch Burgers. Had a Longhorn special, which was a double meat, double cheese, special sauce, fairly regular fries, fairly regular drink. Actually, the drink was probably the most disappointing thing, and it was just a Maine root beer or something like that. I don't even remember. But good conversation, good burger. And right now, the heat doesn't feel too bad. Well, car says it's 93 degrees out. That sounds bad enough. And it's almost 2 o'clock, so, which means it's gonna get hotter. Hotter does not sound good. Hotter if it were 50 degrees right now might sound good. Hotter when it's already 93. We don't like that shit. Do not like that crapola. So yeah, if you weren't paying attention, we are just barely north of 183 on Lamar, headed toward mi casa. And I'm taking a second to grab a tooth thing. I got burger in my teeth, okay? Well, at least there's somewhere you can go if you need tires on a Sunday. Opposite of Dairy Queen. And Caliber Collision that is not currently open. We have used Caliber Collision on more than one occasion. I think I've even got a relative who works for them. Hopefully none of you need Caliber Collision, but if you do, they're good at what they do. M&M Formula One. It's funny that they're calling it Formula One because they've been calling it Germanium Amphitheater. That place where out by the Formula One racetrack. Yeah, well, right. Yeah, not a huge M&M fan, but I like them well enough. I just, yeah. I don't know. Category, if you handed me tickets, I'd probably go, but we were already going to a bunch of other stuff. We're not going to bend over backwards to go see him. That kind of thing. Yeah, nothing against the guy. Maybe I did in the past. I don't know. Not at this point. Like some of his stuff. Okay, guy. Yeah. Okay, come on, people. If you're not going to use a crosswalk, then hustle your butt when you cross in front of traffic. I mean, I jaywalk as much as anybody, but if you see that there is traffic and you have not just okay, pet peeve. Okay, mango. I think that's what he's selling, mango. Kind of looks that way. I think, yes sir, if you look to the right, I'm going to pan it over there in just a second. They got some piñatas over there. So as we go through the intersection, if there isn't too much traffic, you'll be able to see that. Okay, people. Yep. Okay. And yes, we are approaching 35. We're gonna go under and then get on, get off, be almost home. Well, my home, that is. As much as there are good things about Austin, as much as there are good things about Texas, if you don't live here, I am not encouraging anybody to move here. And I don't just mean the politics. Though if you combine the politics and the weather, that actually probably accounts for a good portion of it. The politics-related portion in Austin in particular would be, as I mentioned on one of the earlier videos, the fact that we don't know how to build or maintain our roads worth crap. I mean, they've done a bunch of things recently where they added sidewalks that didn't previously exist and stuff like that, which you would think was a good thing, but the way they've done it, it means that the streets are narrower, so it's actually more dangerous to drive, and the majority of people are driving. There aren't that many people walking. Even with the new sidewalks, there aren't very many people walking, and so now it just made it harder and more dangerous to drive. Yep. Pan over here, little vegetable stand, kind of cool. Shit, $3.39 for, well, $3.39 for regular gasoline. I'm trying to see what it is for unleaded. That's what we usually get anyways. I don't know about y'all, but if you have a decent vehicle, unleaded's just fine. I mean, there are additives you can throw in every once in a while if you're that worried about it. Oh, I'm looking down here at the radio, which obviously isn't playing right now, but it's got Clan of Zymox. What is this? Exodus. It's like you know, play on word, Exodus. It's their latest album. I think it dropped just like a few days ago. In accordance, of course, with the tour that it more or less just kicked off. If you have not seen them in concert, they're coming through Austin on like the 14th of June, I believe. They put on a dang good show. If you are not familiar, again, they're kind of like Sisters of Mercy meets The Cure, slash a little bit of Susie, and honestly, that's if you know familiarity with any of those bands, then just look them up and take a listen. Clan of Xymox. Xymox is Xymox. They do stretch all the way back to the 80s, but I would say their better stuff came out more 90s and later. And they like I said, they just put out an album. They're still putting out good stuff. Not remembering off the top of my head where they're from. It's not England. It's not Germany. I want to say it's like one of the Scandinavian countries. They do sing in English, so it's not like half their stuff is in German or whatever. All of their songs are in English. They're just not from. They're not British, English, what have you. Anyways, if you like them, check them out in concert or check out their latest album. If you're not familiar, but you were familiar with any of the bands I mentioned, check them out. And if you're not at all familiar with them, but the phrase is new wave or new wave synth pop, dark wave, or well, they're not really industrial. They're softer than industrial, but or goth, obviously goth. Yeah, if any of those phrases mean anything musically to you, check them out. Unless they mean something and you're like, nah, I don't like it. In which case, okay, don't. We don't all have to agree on everything. In fact, we don't even have to agree on most things. But if you agree too much on things of a political nature, then you are probably not listening to this right now. Yeah. So, ooh, what's going on up here? Oh, just dude making a weird right-hand turn. Or maybe he's not. He seems to be a little confused, which is what threw me off and had me worried. Yeah. As I say, they've been doing a buttload of construction. They are still in the process of doing a buttload of construction. I believe it was a nautical term that described like how much you could have in a barrel or something, and that's what a buttload was. I don't remember, but it actually meant something, which is kind of, it's kind of interesting, I guess. Yeah, more interesting than my driving at the moment. They have freaked up this crapola to the nth degree. I think I'm probably going to call it a recording when we hit the QT, which is the newest but very nice chain of gas stations that they have around here. It's like as good or better than Buc-ee's, except for two key things. One, there are a lot more of them, and to the best of my knowledge, they don't support assholes like Greg Abbott. Oh geez, did I go into politics again? Yes, just a minute, sorry. Forget I said that, don't forget I said that, but just kind of, anyways, yeah. So I don't know that I'm going to bother to publish this outside of TikTok. If I do, I do. But I don't think it, well, you know, maybe I will. Maybe I will. I can see posting this on Facebook, and I can see posting this on a few other spots. So maybe I will. Anyways, if you hear it on YouTube, please subscribe. If you hear it on somewhere else and you're not already following or subscribed, please do so. And yes, I have a few, oh, dude, what the hell? A few other thoughts that I almost gave in terms of subscribing and following, but I will save those for another day. Yep. I can see the QT from here, so as soon as I know you can see it, I will hit stop on this recording. If you made it this far, thank you and have a blessed Sunday.